Oh, the gap is widening.
You guys are cheating.
Who picked Maryland over Penn State?
You did!
Yeah.
Did you predict that they were going to blow out the handshake?
Of course,
I don't
that's
think
all part
so.
of it.
Would you like to pay the $10,000 fine? Because we already have a huge
guys
exit
are
fee to leave
cheating.
the ACC.
Grow up. Grow
I
up,
digress.
America.
It's not the time for that conversation. Hey, everybody. Welcome into our Campus Insider Studios. Bonnie Bernstein, Pete Futek, Doug Chapman. Doug and I are desperately trying to catch up.
Scratching and clawing.
This is a week, man.
We're scratching and clawing, but we're not doing a very good job.
I'm giving it to you this week. You got to take it.
This could be an interesting week because I'm not in cahoots with you on a couple of games. So let's start with the SEC matchup between number 5 Alabama and number 6 LSU in Death Valley.
I love that LSU defense, but I got to go with Alabama. Those boys are young on defense. They got up for that Ole Miss game. They will not get up for this Alabama game. They're not beating the Tide. I like Sims too much at quarterback. Roll Tide.
Teams that have to win by running against the Alabama defense turn into dead teams. I believe Alabama wins this game. I would love to see LSU win. Throw chaos in the whole system. No, not a chance. Alabama's winning this.
Yeah, if Alabama can pull this one off, this will be the first time this season that I actually believe they are top 4 worthy, but I still think Leonard Fournette's going to have a huge day. I cannot imagine LSU losing
Don't start
twice
chasing, Bonnie.
in one
We told
season.
you Alabama's
I'm not
winning.
chasing.
We told you Alabama, you're chasing.
I have
That's one
faith
loss for
in
Bonnie.
what
That's
goes on in Death Valley. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Go Tigers. Number 7 K-State at TCU, the number 6 ranked team in the league. What do you say?
I like Kansas State in this game. TCU, emotionally draining win on the road at WVU, will be tough against Kansas State. Low scoring affair, and I love Bill Snyder. Got Kansas State.
The formula is going to work. How do you beat TCU? You keep them off the field. You don't make mistakes. TCU's been winning on turnover margin. Nobody beats Kansas State in turnover margin. Look for big-time possession Kansas State. Kansas State wins, rolls on.
Now, I think they do a better job keeping them off the field if Jake Waters wasn't banged up. He really hasn't been running as much as he has the last couple of weeks. But TCU, I don't necessarily think they're as emotionally drained. TCU
don't be chasing,
forces
Bonnie.
turnovers.
Right.
That's
Don't be
what
chasing.
they do.
Come on. We
I'm
told
going
you
with the
Kansas
Horned
State's going to
Frogs.
win.
I'm not
We
chasing.
told you
I
Kansas
have
State's going to
been
win.
on the Horned Frogs bandwagon all
Help me
season
help
long.
you. Help me.
No, it's going to help
you.
me if I pick against you.
Yeah, but you're
That's
gonna
not what I'm
miss.
doing. We're moving on. Number 10 Notre Dame, big road test at ASU, Doug.
I'm telling you, I'm going with Notre Dame. I like Arizona State, but I like Notre Dame. I like the way they're rolling. Everett Golson's playing his tail off. He's the Heisman finalist that no one's really talking about. I got the Irish in this one.
Yeah, this is a tough one. I'm going to take Arizona State because I like the way that they're playing right now. They seem to find ways to win. They're able to win in shootouts. They're able to win tough. They won a tough battle in Washington under bad conditions. I like Notre Dame. I wouldn't be shocked. It's going Arizona State, but I'm not very happy about it.
I'm not so sure about Notre Dame losing its top tackler. I think that could be a huge factor in this game. I am going to go with ASU.
I'm going to make some ground up this week.
Man.
I can see that. I can already see it.
And finally, the Big Ten game, maybe the only Big Ten game that everybody's been looking forward to all year. OSU tried to get revenge on the Michigan State team that bounced them in the Big Ten championship last year. What do you say, Doug?
I'm going Ohio State. Remember Urban Meyer on that golf cart last year, looking sad, eating pizza?
Eating pizza and not happy.
Yeah, that ain't happening.
Ball to Carlos
That ain't happening
Hyde,
again.
for the love of God.
That ain't happening again.
Give it to your man. I'm going Michigan State at home. I think the offensive line for Michigan State's going to get the job done. Allowed 5 sacks all season long. Both these defensive lines are phenomenal. Both teams are going to get to the quarterback, except Ohio State's going to do a little bit less. Close, tight game at home, Michigan State.
Here's what it comes down to for me for Michigan State. They were beating Oregon by 9 points in the second week of the season after losing 7 starters. If they could keep it close against Mariota, they're going to keep it close and beat JT Barrett and company. I'm going to go with
I'm
the
going to make
Spartans.
some ground up this week. I can see it.
We shall see. I don't think so. I think I'm right. How about upsets?
Oklahoma over Baylor. I like Baylor, but I don't
Is that an
trust
upset?
Baylor. It is. I don't
upset?
trust Baylor. Trevor Knight may go off. Defense may go off, but they're going to beat Baylor.
Yeah, I'm going to go with my
Going
upset
Oklahoma.
special, Mississippi State over UT Martin. I don't think that's I like Minnesota over Iowa. I want to pick that one. That's a little side one, but I'm going to go with Washington over UCLA. UCLA is far better, far more talented, but far flakier. Washington, I think, is overdue to play really well at home. I think the trip up north, I think the Huskies get it done. I think UCLA, after last week, kind of has a little bit of a problem. I'm going to go with the Huskies.
For all that's been going on in the SEC East, I feel like nobody's paying attention to the fact that Kentucky's made a pretty huge leap.
Look at you on the bandwagon now.
On
the bandwagon.
I had to pick an
I didn't do
upset. I
anything
looked at the
against Missouri
schedule.
last week.
I'm going to take Kentucky over Georgia. Georgia, after getting completely annihilated at the world's largest outdoor
58-3
cocktail party.
Bulldogs. This is going to be the worst. This is going to make my
Florida
North Carolina
flew the
pick over
ball
East
5
Carolina look like a beaut.
I'm going to make
ran-
up so much ground this week. Thank you, Connie.
You
Thank you. I
think?
appreciate
We're
it.
trying to
All
let you bet back in this one, DJ. This is your week,
recapping our
man.
wonderful picks.
week.
Pete and Doug are taking Bama. I got LSU. Pete and Doug
told
like
you Alabama,
K-State.
Kansas
I got
State. We're
TCU.
giving it to you.
Doug is taking Notre Dame. Pete and I are in cahoots about Arizona State. Doug likes Ohio State. You are wrong.
Oh.
Pete and I like Michigan State. We are right. Doug likes Oklahoma over Baylor. Pete likes Washington over UCLA. I like Kentucky over UGA. Hashtag. Well, I can't say it's
Hashtag
BBN.
bandwagon.
They
BBN.
have a word for that. It's called wrong. That's not going to
Hashtag wrong.
Ain't happening.
Hey, it's not going to get any worse than what's gone on the last couple
ready
of
for
weeks.
Chubb
Right?
Rock,
You got
man.
28 wins. I got 22. I got no place to go but up. Neither do you, Doug.
I got it.
Thanks
Long
so
way
much
to go.
for
Yeah,
checking
this
out our
week
Saturday
take it.
selections.
Take it, man.
We hope you enjoy Week 11 and be sure to hang out with us Monday for the download. We will recap everything that happened this weekend and start looking forward to Week 12.